Hey there, welcome to another episode of Louisville Local Living. And today I am here with a special guest, Karen Collins, and I am very excited to tell you all about her business. So, Karen is a member of the community. She is also invested and involved in a business, Redemption Solar and Roofing. And not only that, she has her hand in many other things. She's an Amway business owner, a photographer. She homeschools two incredible teenage boys, very involved in their baseball life, and also an Airbnb owner and real estate investor. So lots of things going on and can't wait to dive right in. So Karen, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And tell us a little bit about Redemption Solar and Roofing, what it's about and how you got involved.
Well, Redemption Solar and Roofing is a local veteran-owned company. I think it got started about 7 years ago, and my husband and I, we were in a different industry in the energy field, but my husband met Mike Muller, who's the owner, and he just kind of jumped on board with the whole solar idea and things like that because we knew that's kind of where things are progressing, just in our culture today. So yeah,
That's awesome.
kind of how we got involved.
Yeah, and how long ago have you how long have you been doing this?
We started about a year ago with Mike and at Redemption Solar and Roofing. Redemption was created out of necessity for high standards in the roofing industry, things like that for this community. And we really enjoy the standards that Mike has set in place at Redemption, and that's kind of where we stand and our values. And so we partnered with Mike on those things and thought it was a good fit.
That's awesome. So yeah, solar energy is definitely a newer idea to many. Do you have solar on your house?
I do have solar on my house.
Yeah. And how has it changed your life, your living? What do you feel about it?
We're definitely more aware of when we use our energy and things like that, which I think everybody should be aware of that anyway. When the high peak, when it peaks, when it costs more to run your energy or run your electricity and things like that. So we're more aware of that. But it also gives us more peace of mind knowing that we are using the power that we're creating on top of our roof. So we just know that we're not going to get the high bill that had been coming in before because we're able to put some back on the grid and we're able to use what we can produce during the day. So.
Right. And when we've talked about solar before, you have mentioned why rent your energy when you could actually own it. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, basically, when you pay LG&E or Duke Energy or whichever energy company that you pay for your energy usage, they are basically renting it out to you because they determine the rates every year, and they raise the rates 11 or 12% this year. Next year they've already asked for 12% more increase on our rates. So you can look forward to that next year. Right. Or you can switch over to solar this year and lock in your rate, and that way you own it eventually. Or if you pay cash, you can own it now.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's such a huge motivating factor for me and probably many community members as well. We've reached out to you guys to consider the solar option, and I think it just makes sense. Yeah, so that's awesome. And your role in Redemption Solar and Roofing directly involves solar design, is that correct?
That's right. So I do a lot of business development, networking, and things like that. I've got many years, 21 years experience in networking and things like that with our Amway business. So that stuff comes naturally to me. So when my husband Michael asked me to, join forces with him to help, get our name out there and network, I was all about it because I really enjoy that part of sales. But I also, like she said, I'm a photographer. And I love photo editing and things like that. So Michael was like, hey, do you want to learn how to do solar designs? Which means basically I draw your roof out on a program and I put solar panels on it and make it look pretty. So you can see a 3D rendering of what those solar panels will look like on the roof of your house. So right. It's really cool.
That seems like a great natural fit for you with your photography background. So that's really cool. What is something that most people don't know about the roofing and solar business? What do you feel like is super unique to this industry?
Well, solar in general is new to this area. It's not new to other areas of the country, of course. Out west, they have a ton of solar panels Up north, we've got solar, and south, we've got solar. We're just over here a little lonely on the east side.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're getting there, and we're definitely growing. As far as Redemption goes, we're not just a solar company. We're a roofing company as well. So, you know, when we put solar panels on your roof, we're roofers, so you don't have to worry about like holes in your roofs, because typically roofers don't want to put holes in your roof.
Nope.
But we just know how to do it right. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And
Yeah.
as a realtor, I am always looking for great roofing companies that can provide excellent services, but then you take
Yep.
it above and beyond and do the whole solar thing. So it's
Absolutely.
very interesting to me, and I'm sure many others.
Yep.
What kind of going off the work side and into the Louisville side? Are you from Louisville originally?
I'm from Bardstown,
Okay.
which is not far from Louisville. I did travel to Louisville often. I cheered at gym time, so
Cool.
yeah. So I was here like 4 days a week. So yeah.
That's awesome. And now you and your family live in Goshen.
Goshen. Yep.
Awesome. And tell me about what's your favorite things to do in Louisville. Do you have favorite restaurants, favorite places that you regularly go as a family?
Yeah. Well, the ball field, Skyview Park, is our home location. Yes. Or wherever our team takes us.
Right.
But I love indoor trampoline parks. Those are like my all-time favorite thing. As a family, we like to go on hikes at Clifty Falls, which is over in Indiana.
Yeah.
We like the walking bridge and things like that. We don't get to do a lot of that, but that's one of our favorite things to do. Yeah, I watch my kids play baseball.
Yeah.
Like all the time, and that's the thing I do. I work out, and then favorite restaurants would be like Stony River, Seasoned Pub, which is in Prospect. Love that place. And then there was a restaurant I did visit one time, and I cannot remember the name of it, but they had the best chicken and waffles.
Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out together.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. So it sounds like you guys are a busy family. You have 2 boys, teenage boys, right?
Yes, they're 17 and 14. So, well, my 14-year-old will be 15 in June, and then my 17-year-old will be an adult in November. So it's weird.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Time flies. So you're busy, you're an active family. What motivates you and your husband to just kind of hustle and do all these things?
Really, it's about creating options for ourselves, just financial options and then time options as well. So, you know, we've created a residual income with our Amway business that had allowed me to stay at home when I first had kids. But I've always been doing something. I don't like to be idle much. I like to move around and do things. So I've always done something, you know, in regards to just, you know, whether it be photography or any type of design. I mean, I used to babysit here and there, but you know, those were things I wanted to do. And if I didn't want to do it, then I wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
And that's we've kind of created that type of lifestyle of creating options for ourselves. We don't consider these things work. We consider them door openers and things that we can do to either create more financial security or create the finances to create financial security. Because I mean, we've been completely out of debt since 2010, and we haven't gotten back in that. So you know, so now we look for ways to maximize those things.
Yeah.
And be able to enjoy those things too, because
time is limited, so you have to find other ways to,
you
know, make the most of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome and pretty motivational and inspirational for everyone. So now before we wrap up, if anyone watching or listening wants to get in touch with you to learn more about solar or use your roofing services, how can they get a hold of you?
Email either Karen@redemptionsr.com or Michael@redemptionsr.com. So mine or my husband's email, or they can reach us by telephone as well, and I'll give that to you.
Yeah, I'll put that in the description below. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I enjoyed learning more about your business and also just more about you. You're amazing, and it's just so fun to be connected to you. So that's it for today's episode of Louisville Local Living. Thanks for joining in. If you liked today's episode, please like it. And if you want to learn more and be notified of the next episode, please subscribe. And most importantly, if you are interested in buying, selling, or investing in real estate, I am your girl, Shannon Barrett with Homepage Realty, and I look forward to talking to you soon.